Good morning, guys. Today is February 2nd. We are about 7 minutes away from the market's open. Just the overall market, Dow futures are down, S&P futures are down, NASDAQ futures are down, and DAX futures are down as well. So a little bit right across the board as the markets come close to be open. Let's just go over some of the plays that I have lined up for today. Now, yesterday was I'm coming off a red day, broke some of the rules, chased. I think it was HMNY. So check out my previous video. There was so I chased HMNY, and then I did a revenge trade on DRYS, and both I lost, and I believe my total loss after fees was about it was $72 around there. So today, I'm obviously coming with a plan to stick to my rules. Name of the game today is to not jump into anything. Just wait for a solid play that has a potential to make me the most, basically. So starting off here, we have. First thing first, let's go over DRWI. This is one of the stocks I'm watching just solely based on the daily setup. It does have a catalyst that they are basically coming up with a plan to reduce cost for the company. So what I kind of like about this chart is, first, it's a low float. So it's been coming down. It's near its 52-day low, 52 days range, which is 155, and the high was 1066. So it's definitely below or near its nears the bottom of its range on the 52 days, and on the RSI it's 26. So it's oversold, and I feel like if on the daily, if it makes a new high, and guys, and we see some volume come in, I feel like this one has the potential to run. But the only thing with this is I feel like the hype, in the previous it had made some big run, like over here went from 291 to 477. So I think it has the potential, but over here we had a volume of about 23 million. So we definitely need a lot of volume for this to move. But it is a low float. It's about 4.09 million in float, so it can definitely run if it comes down to it. One of my main watch is XGTI. Now, XGTI has a float of 1.77 million. It had a PR that they completed their acquisition of a company called Vislink. The pre-market high is 262, so basically what I would like to see, I'd like to see it open below 250, which kind of looks like what it'll do. There's some support in the 230 area, and there's a resistance coming up around 290, just below 3. So ideally what I would like to see is with this stock to open up, some volume come in. I would like to jump in below this 250 mark for the break of $0.50, and then my first target would be the 262, so which is the pre-market high. And if we break that, then basically I'm looking to push towards that 290 area right there, since that is the resistance from past, which is 292. So I'll be looking to sell in the 290s. The RSI on it is about 57, so it's just in the middle, not overbought, not oversold. So this definitely has a potential. So this is my first watch, basically, that I'm keeping eye on. I just have dries up here as well, but I'm not really interested in watching it right now, just because I feel like with dries, it had a red day yesterday, and we'll probably get a lot of sellers or short sellers still shorting into any pops. So since it had its first red day after the bounce, so not really interested in that, not really trying to fight against people shorting a stock and then people taking their profits and so on. But I just have it up here. I'll keep an eye. I mean, if it starts running and it starts squeezing, I might look for a pullback on it. But as you guys can see, pre-market, the high is 509. If it starts running, maybe breaks 5, look to jump in for a push towards 6. But again, from yesterday, I remember I bought it a bit too high, so I'm definitely not looking to do that again here. So I'm okay with not trading dries. I'm okay with just watching it. So so there's about 5 minutes, oh no, 2 minutes left till the market's open, guys. So that's my plan for today. XGTI is my #1 play, DRWI, and then SunW, SUNW. I'm watching. It has a news out that they got a patent approved. Float is 19.96 million. So just towards the, I like to trade anything below 20 million. So this is just below that. Now the pre-market, I like it. I mean, if it breaks 230, we might see. The only thing with this is I don't see it has much potential, just because there's 200 moving average just at 253. If it does starts running, we might tap that. The only thing with this would be you would have to get in and get out. There's only 20 cents of upside, so it's, you know, from 30 to 50 basically. So I don't know if I'm really interested in that. Whereas XGTI has, you know, getting in just below 250, push of 262, and then break of that hopefully towards the 290. So that's about like a 40 cents upside with my risk based on the opening. I would see where my risk would be. So we're about 30 seconds from market open, guys. So let's see what happens here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my order for XGTI 250. So 300. I'm looking to get in around 248.49. And what if it opens? I might just wait to see, get in. So markets are open, guys. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so this is definitely running. Okay, so it's being a little choppy. It's getting pushed down. I don't know how I like it. SunW is down. It opened a bit below. So it had a hard rejection in the 250 area, guys. XGTI. So definitely not liking that. DRWI pre-market high at 165. SunW is not doing much. There's not much volume. So XGTI is coming up. It's I just didn't like that rejection. I might look to get in on the break of pre-market high towards that 290. And where I'm looking to get out if it breaks. So it broke that. I didn't get filled on the 263. I might wait for a pullback on this, guys, just because I think it'll be a better opportunity. Just because the first candle right here, it got up, but it had a hard rejection. It went red, then came back up, and then the second candle is running. So what I want to see now is I want to see some sort of a pullback, a clean pullback on it, potentially a flag, and then I wouldn't mind jumping in. So let's see what happens here. 275. Dries is going down. SunW is not doing much. There's just not much volume in there. XGTI is the only thing that I'm seeing right now. Palm is running as well. So XGTI, I'm gonna bring up Palm here, guys. 30. So I'm looking to see if it makes a newer high here on this pullback. XGTI was here, good here, 256. That's what I wanted. But it's just, I was watching Palm. Palm made a, yeah, I missed this. I wanted to get in on the first candle to make a new high there at 256. So let's see. I like Palm, but it's just that I can only get 200 shares of that right now, and I don't know what the upside is since it's already had like a major move yesterday. It's a bit high on the RSI as well. So I'm just gonna go to Palm and see. I'm definitely liking Palm here. See, I wanted to get in on this 432, but I don't know what. See, it's on 75 on the daily. So it's getting pushed down a little. So I'm just waiting on to see if that trend line holds. $432. Would have been a good entry right there, guys. I'm not pulling the trigger or anything right now. I'm just kind of patiently waiting. Just because XGTI on that pull didn't really do much. It's actually making lower lows. It's still green on the day, but I like this trend line here. But I just feel like getting in the 430 was good, but I wouldn't buy it this high up here. Obviously, an ideal entry would have been right here, 431 or 431. Yeah, above this 430, get in at 431. Look to get out, 460. Dries is dropping. The markets are red, guys. That's another thing I'm being hesitant with, just because the markets are red. So I'm just not trying to jump into anything and get a hard rejection, especially high up, once the stock's already up so much. So I mean, nothing else is really running. So XGTI, the volume's drying up on it. So I wouldn't be surprised if PULM is maybe I'll look to get in if it kind of comes down, perhaps a flag. I'm just not looking to get in this high up, so we'll see. I'll keep an eye out on it. Alright, guys, NAKD, it's popping up. Previous runner, definitely makes major moves. Kind of keeping an eye on. Comes back till here. I mean, the move might. I don't know if it'll have anything left in it right now. Let's see what happens here. Alright, guys, I bought 400 of NAKD at 180, looking for the break of 2. I'm putting my stop just below just below this 170, so I'm putting my stop at 169. So I got in at 180, 10 cents stop. What I'm waiting for to see if it'll break the high of day here. Now what we want to see is we want to see a break of 190 here as soon as possible. So break of 190, go towards it's getting pushed down here. Yeah, so we definitely want to see a break of 190. So let's see what happens here. If it doesn't break here soon, guys, I'm gonna bail out. So 180 still bringing in some buyers here. What we want to see is we want to see a push towards 190, a break of 190, guys. Then we test 197, and my goal is to see if it'll test 2. Ideally, I would like to sell over 2 here. But again, guys, we need that break right away here. It is building a nice trend line here. So it's building a sort of a trend line here. So we like that. Okay, there you go. We're over that. Now what we're looking to see is I'm gonna put my so let's see if we can take out 197. So we want to see a break of 197 here pretty soon. Again, I'm still giving it a chance. 400. Now I want it to hold that trend line, keep pushing up. We might get that break here, guys. If I want to see it get over 190 again, like as soon as possible. Need more buyers to come in here. We want to see the bid to get stacked a little. 87 got 1,000 now, so we're definitely seeing some buyers come in. We want to push through. We want to see some strength in the buyers. You know what? I'm not liking this. I'm bailing out. F4. Okay. So I sold. So what I didn't like, guys, is I didn't like that it wasn't. It didn't hold that trend line, first of all, right? And it's keep having trouble in the 190 area. Here, what I would have loved to see is that this trend line building up, a push, a break. See, double topped here in the 197. So that's what I didn't like, and I basically got out at 184. So I mean, it's better than a loss. We might still see a run up here. I would definitely look to jump in here on the break of 2. If we break 2, we might get some volume. Excuse me there. But I didn't like this trend line building up, and then what I wanted to see is I wanted to see this candle to get pushed up, and then this candle to break that 197, because this consolidation here, this little U shape, would have been perfect for the break, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do, and I bailed out basically. So that's always good. If the stock doesn't do what you want it to do within the 2-minute period, 3-minute period, it's usually good that bail out. If you have some profits, lock it in, or if even if you're down few cents, it's better to just sell and protect yourself from a bigger loss. Then, because if the stock was, guys, if this was gonna run and break 2, guys, this would have the perfect opportunity, because all the other traders are looking at it and they're seeing this trend line build up. So where they want to jump is they want to jump in right here on this candle or on this candle. You want to see massive volume come in, break through 197, break through 2, and run. Now you guys can see on 190 there's a $12,000 seller, so that's obviously gonna have some power to, I guess, hold the stock down, and we'll just watch it here, see what happens. So guys, as we were trading NAKD, which is actually, I'm very glad I locked in 4 cents or whatever per share there, because it's in the 170s now, 176. So actually I'm just looking at PULM here. PULM was such a great play, definitely a monster runner, making monster moves for today. So this trend line, as it was building, it broke down, pulled back towards that 9 EMA on the 1 minute, which was great. A really great flag. I'll show you guys here. So makes that little flag down to the 9 EMA, and then the first candle to make a new high was a perfect entry, and now it's in the 550s here. So great play. We missed it, but it's okay, because we were focused on NAKD. I really thought that as PULM moved up and it was kind of selling off here, a lot of traders would jump into NAKD because it is a previous runner. But looks like there's still volume in PULM, and people are still trading this right now. And it's even yesterday made a monster move, today for the break. I mean, even buying this breakout here, guys, on the 442, just around here, buying this breakout. As you guys can see, it pulled back. Actually, the low was 439, so just around that area on the daily. So basically, it pulled back around right here, and then it had the second leg up there. So we definitely missed it, not chasing it this high up, but we'll keep an eye on, see if there's anything else. All right, guys, I bought 100 of 572. Um, I'm putting my stop just at 560. Um, so I bought 100. I might get stopped out here actually. I was waiting for this. I got in for this candle, but as it was holding this trend, I figured we might get some push towards the. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, I got stopped out at 560. I just got in. Um, it didn't break 560. It held 560. Um, I mean, I bought it on the dip in the 560s. Gold was below 560. Okay, it's good. I had a good stop there. I'm not regretting the play. I think it was good because I bought it on the dip as it was holding the 9 EMA. I got in at 5. What was my execution? I got in at 572, 100 shares out at 560. I mean, now it's in the 530s, so definitely protected myself from a bigger loss. My thing was that if it starts curling up here, which it looked like, because there was definitely some buyers came in the 560 areas. So I figure if it starts curling here, I got in the 572, waiting for that curl towards back up towards 6. But didn't get it. I had a stop, which is always nice because now if I didn't, I mean, this candle literally dropped from 569 to 531, so more than 30 cents. So glad I protected myself from a bigger loss. Alright guys, a little choppy trading today. NAKD didn't do as I expected it to do, so I locked in a few cents there. And then on a 100 share position on PULM, just got in for this curl here. Didn't happen, so I got out at a good stop, and not regretting the play. I think it could have worked out from from the 70s back up to 60, or sorry, back up to the 6. A break of maybe a high of day, and run towards the $0.50 mark there of 650. So that was the ideal play. Didn't pan out. It's always good to put your stop loss and make sure that you guys don't go in without having a exit plan. On this, when I jumped in for 100 shares, my exit plan was just below this. At that time, when I jumped in right here, my exit plan was just below the 9 EMA in the 560s, and that's exactly where I put my stop, and that's where I got stopped out, and I protected myself from going down about 30, 40, 50 cents. So thank you for watching. I think I'm done trading for the day. I don't see anything else, and just because things haven't planned out the way I wanted to, I'm just gonna walk away before I keep keep looking for plays, keep looking for setups that are not there yet. So thank you for watching, guys. Leave a comment if you guys have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe, and have a great day.